Hello, my name's Dan Paulsell. I'm the Alumni Coordinator at AKUA Mind and Body. I have one of our prestigious alumni, Nick, with us today. And Nick, thank you for taking the time to come out and talk with me. I wanted to ask you a few questions about your experience with AKUA, your recovery. Nick, would you mind sharing with us what brought you to AKUA?
For quite some time, I was living a pretty risky, wild lifestyle. I mean, on the outside, everything kind of, always seemed like on paper, everything, looked great. Everything looked perfect as far as what everyone else was concerned. But, between the years, that definitely wasn't the case. Every single day I'd wake up, something just didn't feel right. And I always, had to search for something to kind of get me out of that mind state on a daily basis as soon as I opened my eyes. And, it was like that for quite some time. I was brought to my knees. That's really it. I couldn't take it anymore.
In your experience at AKUA, what was the greatest takeaway? If there was one thing that clicked for you, what was that?
There was a moment where everything just kind of shifted for me. And that was, it's kind of funny, but during one of our morning meditations I did with Dylan towards the end, I had been super resistant to it for a long time just because, my mind's always going 1,000 miles an hour and I just never even gave it a shot. And then once I finally kind of gave in and everything changed at that point.
What was notable about the experience?
Oh, the staff, without a doubt. I mean, it's crazy. When I sit back and think about it, it's like there's a few people there who I legitimately can credit, for saving my life. I don't want to say the whole cliche thing, they really care, but I mean, they do, you spend so much time with these people and you really grow a relationship.
Have you ever seen a therapist before?
I have.
Okay. I don't know what that experience was for you prior to coming to AKUA, but how was the clinical or the therapeutic experience?
Yeah, so without a doubt, my time with my therapist at AKUA, I feel like I'll forever be in debt to her. We were able, in a few weeks, to, get down and uncover stuff that, I never got to the bottom to with, my therapist I had been with for years. That trust is built right away. And I mean, for people like us, addicts and alcoholics, it's hard for us to open up. We don't trust people. It's, everyone kind of out to get us. So finally being able to open up, then that was great.
What advice would you give someone that's struggling with substance abuse or mental health?
Definitely don't do it on your own because it's not going to work. Ask for help, number one. And when someone gives you direction and idea to do something, I definitely suggest acting on it instead of trying to take life into your own hands.
Nick, you told us a little bit about what it was like before you came to AKUA. Can you give me an idea of what it's like now? How do you feel comparatively?
It's really crazy to actually wake up, look in the mirror, and know that I'm okay. And that whatever's going on, whatever's going to happen in the future is completely out of my control. And essentially that, for me, relieves stress, anxiety. And it's just being in tune with myself spiritually, emotionally, physically. I wouldn't trade it for the world. It's crazy. When I think about, the few times that, throughout the day that it comes up, getting loaded or anything, immediately, the thought goes away just because it's I wouldn't want to do anything to risk, losing what I've got going on between the ears. You almost wish other people could experience that.
I know the guys that you were in residential with, and I know that you all enjoyed yourselves. You guys had a good time.
We had a really, really solid group when I was in. Everybody was sharing. I think one of the most powerful things for me was doing a coin out for my buddy Chris, who, came in for his first time, did not know what to expect. And I had already been there for some time. And, he came in day one and just took direction right away from everybody. And then to see the way he grew, and then at his coin out, seeing how he affected everybody. I mean, not just the staff, but not just the clients, but the staff as well. The case managers really had an impact on everyone. Seeing even those people, other people get emotional besides him, it was really powerful to see. The staff at KOA is unreal. They give you constructive feedback, they'll definitely call you out when you're doing something you're not supposed to. But at the same time, they're loving and caring. And, I guess we're just all tired of seeing people stay sick.
Nick, I want to thank you for taking the time to come out and do this. I know you're busy enjoying life these days.
That's right.
So I hate to take away from that, and but I really appreciate you coming in and sitting down with me and chatting about your experience.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, my pleasure.